which is great. Um, so now we have a backup page and we have the main page. So we're just going to keep using them, I guess. So that's good. That's good. Um, uh, yes, it is. Yes, yes. Good evening. Good evening, guys. Welcome, welcome. I know we've been offline on our main page has not been online for a while, but glad that it's back. So for those of you who've been with us on our backup page, it doesn't matter. We're not going to let the backup page go now. So we're not going to say, oh yeah, we have our original page back, so we're just going to abandon the backup page. No, we have a lot of people on the backup page sending messages and all of that. We will try to ensure that we are consistent on both platforms. You know, and we can respond to your messages on both the backup page or the main page. There are people who and somebody called one day and said, "Oh, my friend wanted to register for the training, but when they saw that your page was no longer, we couldn't find your page anymore. We thought to ourselves, this might be a scam, so let's not pay." And I'm like, oh gosh. When is Instagram the people that validate whether a business is valid or not? I mean, I don't even understand. It's quite weird. Some businesses are not even on Instagram, self. So, But anyway, glad that that's all over. And we have guys back. Um, so that's fine. All right. So today we're going to be talking about why IT business analysis role is highly sought for in the UK. Not just the UK, but in Canada, in America, in Europe, in Australia. Project management and BA roles are, as in seriously, it's like it's on another level right now, and I'll tell you why. That's why. See, we keep saying, listen, you have we have an opportunity right now to be able to capitalize on what's going on. All right. But you have to understand that to be able to do that, you need to be able to sort of present yourself as someone who can deliver value in that area. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh yeah. By the way, please don't forget, if you know anyone who needs to be join us for this live, please tag them. All right, please tag them so that they can join. Yes, Sarah. Yes, we are back. Yes. So if you know anyone who needs to join us in this live, you know anybody who you think would benefit from what we're going to talk about today, please tag them so they can join us and we can have this conversation together. All right. All right. So please don't forget to do that. Again, I just want to thank all of you who've been recommending Almond. We've had loads of recommendations. Individuals have been, calling us saying, "Oh, my friend recommended me, my cousin recommended me, my brother recommended me." Thank you so very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. We do not take these things for granted, and I promise you, as anyone who you recommend Almond, once they come and they start working with us, we will make sure that we take care of them. All right, we will take care of them, and they will come back and thank you for recommending them. All right, thank you so very much. Okay, now in the world today, there are loads of roles, loads of job roles everywhere. If you want to be a medical doctor, you need to go and study for about 6 years, plus your housemanship and everything. If you want to be a nurse, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be an accountant, there are a lot of qualifications to take to be able to make it work. If you want to be an engineer, it's not something that you can just learn on your own just by reading a textbook and then just go and be an engineer. No. All right. All of those roles, okay, are roles that you probably need to go to university, get a degree to be able to function in those capacities. Now, when you look at business analysis and when you look at project management, you would find that it is one of the few roles in the world where you need to know how to deal with people. Project management, the average pay for project managers or BAs now is higher than at least 70% of the roles out there in the world today. So if the minimum wage, for example, for a nurse is £10 an hour, the minimum wage for a project manager will be £17 an hour. If the minimum wage for an engineer, for example, is, let's say, £30,000 a year, then the minimum wage for a project manager is going to be £37,000 or £38,000 a year. Yes, no joke. In the UK, in America, in Canada, in Australia, all right, and in most of the countries in Europe, the pay of a project manager and a business analyst far outranks at least 70% of every profession in that country. Forget about accounting and all those ones. Forget those ones. Those ones don't matter. All right. I'm not saying they don't matter. I mean, these are important roles. But in terms of pay, they are not anywhere near project management or business analysis. Now, and I'll tell you why. Look at the world today. A lot of software can do your balance sheets. Now, yeah, many software. If you want to do your end of year, you don't even need to hire an accountant. Just connect some softwares to your bank, to your account, your bank account, and as you spend money and say this one is an expense, this one is that, the software just helping you finish up your accounting. And by the end of the year, just click a button. Your balance sheet, profit and loss, everything will just be prepared for you, just like that. Yes, yes, you will find them now. They are there everywhere. There are many positions now, many roles now where you find that a lot of it are automated. Even developers, even software developers, they are important, yes. But you can build a website now without even knowing how to code. Before you build a website, you have to go and look for a software developer to come and help you. Now you can build a website without even knowing how to write programs. Now, a lot of things have been automated. But let me tell you something. There are roles that deal with working with people that you cannot automate. Business analysis role, you cannot automate it. You can't. Project management, you cannot. You cannot automate any of these two roles. You need a human being dealing with it. I'll tell you something. In the UK today, not just the UK, in Canada, in America, business analysis roles, project management roles are so highly sought for that they are now the roles that the countries will say, listen, if you have this skill set, come in and work for us. Come in and work within the country. You will get a work visa to be able to work as a BA or as a project manager in the UK, in Europe, in Australia, in America. Why? Because a lot of their processes have been automated. But when they want to create new products, someone needs to sit down to coordinate the people that are going to be creating this new product. Somebody needs to document the requirement. It cannot be automated. There's no how you create a robot that would write down the requirements for designing the kind of chair that I want. The robot is not in my heart, does not know my mind. I need to communicate. Even if I communicate that to the robot cannot still understand what is going on. It can't. There's no way a robot or a system or an AI would come into my mind, understand my emotions so well that they can manage me and help me deliver the project I want to deliver. They can't do it. They can't. A robot cannot go look at three individuals working on a project, be able to say, oh guy, come, let me take you out for lunch. I need you to help me do this. Can you help me sort this out? Let's plan this, let's do this. They can't do that. They cannot do that. And even if you want to build a house, even if it's construction, many software applications can give you designs of homes like this. If you don't even have to study civil engineering, just go and you design your home and they will build it, tell you the structure you need to put in, tell you how the concrete, all this, they will do all of that stuff for you. You don't need to study civil engineering. That cannot happen in business analysis. I'll tell you why. Companies in all of these countries, they keep delivering projects upon project. Even COVID has opened up a vast amount of opportunities because now everything is going digital. Companies are creating new programs, new softwares. They are creating new systems, new processes. Everything is changing. All of these are projects. For the next 20, 30 years, new projects will keep coming on board that allow you work remotely. You are in a role. You are learning a skill set that will never run out of work. Never. As long as companies keep creating something new, you will never run out of work. I promise you. Never. As a business analyst, you are the only one who can sit down with multiple clients and be able to understand the thinking behind what they want, the emotions behind what they want. They want to build a new product. Why do you want to build this new product? How do you want this new product to work? Or help me understand who will be using this new product. How would you ensure that this product gives value? It's not, these questions cannot be asked by a robot or by some software. No. A human being will need to ask those questions. A human being will need to document these questions. A human being would need to ensure that they work with other human beings to develop these things. You can't get an AI to do it. Your role is forever relevant. At least for the next 50 years, it's relevant. It is relevant. Many of you don't need jobs for the next 50 years. It's relevant. You will never run out of work, I promise you. You won't. You will not. Imagine when a country says, see, because people say, oh, business analysis is oversaturated, project management is saturated, they are all saturated, everything is saturated. It's a lie. If it's saturated, why is the UK having business analysis in the occupational shortage list? Why are they saying that they want to hire business analysts from outside the UK? Why are they saying that if it's saturated? Why? Why are companies hiring BAs from Nigeria, hiring them from India, from Pakistan, from different countries to come to the UK, give them work visa, they come and work? Why are they doing that? If it is saturated. It is not saturated anything. You just have many people who are lying on their CV that they are business analysts, but when you call them for an interview, they do not have the skill set to be able to deliver that project. They don't have it. Sometimes their friends will tell them, put this on your CV, put that on your CV, I'll just put this one, put this one, put this one, say you have worked for these companies, write this one, write that one, and then they have this nice CV, but when they apply and they go for an interview, and then you ask them a question, they can't answer. Guys, if you have any question to ask, please don't leave the question on the comment section. Use the question box on Instagram, the question button. Use that question button. I would answer questions I'll start answering questions in about 20 minutes. So please use the question button on Instagram. And once I answer a question, I'll start answering questions from there, please, if you don't mind. Okay. All right. Now, what you have to understand is this. All right. If, for example, you say to yourself, I'm in a particular role now, or somebody just asked, if I studied this international relations, can I go into, this is one of the roles where you don't need to go to university to study. No, you don't. You can learn business analysis, you can learn project management, you don't have to have a degree. Do you know why? Because business analysis cuts across every sector of the economy: healthcare, pharmaceutical, construction, IT, accounting, financial services. All of them need project managers. All of them need business analysts. Every sector would need them. You don't need to go and say, I want to study a business analysis, so I have to go into the science area or go into the arts area. No. You can study business analysis right now. You can learn it within a few months, and you can begin to operate as a professional. Yes, very possible. Very, very possible. You can begin to operate as a professional right now. This is why we tell you, when you go for an interview, companies don't really care about the certification you have. They don't. Because they know that certification is not what makes you a business analyst or a project manager. They know. When you go for an interview, they will not call you and say, oh, please, can you come and show me all your business analysis certification, please? No. They will ask you, on your last project, talk to us about how you went through your requirement gathering workshop. Talk to us about maybe how did you manage change requests? So on your project, you had a client who had a change. How did you normally manage those change requests? Can you talk to me about how you manage your backlog grooming session on your last project? What difficulties did you face getting the developers to understand the requirements? They can tell you, in our company, we normally have a problem with software testers. We find that many of them don't understand the requirements and they don't have that synergy with the developers. How did you solve that problem in your last role? A degree cannot give you the answer. A certification cannot give you the answer. It is only experience, work experience, that can give you that answer. If you've done it before, then you can say, oh, this is how I did it. My developers and my software testers, I got them to work harmoniously because of XYZ. This is how we did it in the last place I worked. This is how I would do it if you employ me. Experience. Experience. The UK, Canada, Australia, they want more. They need business analysts. They need them because they have a lot of projects going on, and someone needs to interpret thoughts, all right, into actuality. Somebody needs to bring in thoughts into reality. That's what you do. We have a thought of a new project, something we want to do. You capture that thoughts, you document that thoughts, you clean up that thoughts, you work with people to bring that thought to life. Come on. Come on. Do you know what that makes you? Do you know the reputation that gives you? You have a huge opportunity to groom yourself in an area that you can never ever lack relevance. Never. That's the opportunity. You will not lack relevance. Any country in Europe will sponsor you, give you a work visa to come and work as a project manager or a business analyst. Any country, no joke. America, Canada, Europe, so Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Switzerland, Lithuania, UK, all these guys. See, look, don't waste. I've seen a lot of people, especially for those who live in Nigeria or those who, if you want to ask a question, please use the question button below. Please. Some of you want to ask questions. Use the question button on Instagram below, and I would come to those questions and answer them shortly. And again, guys, if you know anyone who needs to join this live, maybe someone who you think should be listening, please tag them, all right, so they can join and they can listen to what we're talking about. And again, I just want to thank all of you again who've been recommending us to other people. Thank you so very much for your recommendation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look, we can't say this enough, but please, those recommendations that you make on our behalf, I promise you, you don't know how many lives you are helping. You don't know how many people that you're going to open up a huge door for just by recommending this. When they do this, they get a job and they move. You can't tell. You can't tell. So this is why we say, please, recommend us so that we can continue to add value. All right. So, oh, sorry. Somebody tried to contact us, but we're back now anyway, so you can contact us now. All right. My two sisters have signed up and started. Oh, fantastic. It's good to hear that. Don't worry. Ask them. We will take care of them. And if they follow what we tell them to do, they will not regret it. I promise you. They will not regret it. They will not regret it. All right. Oh, so Miss Chomsy is telling us about roles, sponsorship roles in Netherlands, right? She said, this is so true. I saw a visa sponsorship job on project management in Netherlands, and requirement and experience are on your past project. Look at that. Thank you so much, Ms. Chomsy, for sharing that. That's very true. That's very true. You have an opportunity. You have an opportunity to be able to get into a career, to start a career that you will never regret joining. A career that has nothing to do with your past, your university degree. It doesn't matter what you study. You can train to be a project manager or a business analyst and be able to add value in the next 6 months. Yes. We have trained a lot of candidates that are working in the UK, in US, in Europe, many. The opportunities are there, but it's not easy because you need to work. Some people message us and say, oh, are you going to help us get the visa? Are you going to help us get this job? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do this? No. We are not immigration. Neither are we you that should apply for a job. And we don't give people visas. We don't process visa for people. That's not our job. Stop asking us those questions. And again, we are project management. We don't do healthcare. All right? We even have a lot of people who are on healthcare visas in the UK saying that they don't want to do it again. Please, they have come and they've joined our program. They want to train to become business analysts. And they're asking us, can I transfer the visa? Can I chase it? Yes. If you know anybody who is in the UK, if he's in the UK doing their masters or whatever it is, you can tell them about Almond. The law permits you to switch your visa. So if you go in as a student in the UK, you do not have to finish that study. Let's say you go into the UK as a student, you've been there for, let's say, 3 months, and you get a sponsorship job, you can switch your visa straight away. You can switch your visa straight away. Nobody says you must finish that school. Somebody says Jash Shah underscore IK says, yes, I'm on a healthcare visa and it sucks. Well, I'm not saying, look, some of you just know what you don't want to do. Some people got healthcare visas and all that stuff so that they can, get that sponsorship to stay. But many of them, what they really want to do is a job that will give them, dress up, get to the office in the morning, and get down doing something relevant. Not to say that healthcare is not relevant. Of course, it's very relevant. But it might not just be for you. It's for someone else, for some other group of people. For them, it's fine, but not just for you. Do you understand that? All right? So there's nothing stopping you from switching. You can switch, especially if you're already in the UK. For those of you who are already in the UK, come on. You have this thing in front of you. Right there in front of you. There is no reason why you should not take advantage of this. And for those of you who are not in the UK, be in Nigeria or in Africa or somewhere outside the UK, the opportunities are still there. Yes, you need to apply from outside. Don't worry, it's possible. People have been doing it and they are going to continue to do it. Yes, they are going to continue to do it. We have candidates who live in Nigeria, who've lived in Lagos, who have nothing, they have no experience in project management at all. They just heard about Almond. They came, they joined, and today they are in Europe. Today they are in Canada, in America, they are in the UK. Today, with full working visa. Yes. The certification will not give you a job. No way. It is the work experience that will give you a job. And this is what we focus on. This is what we focus on. We do not focus, we do not focus on anything other than work experience. People come to us and say, oh, can you tell me what qualification to get? Oh, how do we write this exam? Oh, if we take your course, can we also write the exam? It's not that if you take our program, that if you join our program, you cannot still write Prince 2 exam. From what we teach you, you will be able to go and write Prince 2 exam, PMP. But this is not the focus. We don't teach you to pass those exams. So it is possible that there are areas you still need to focus on that we are not focusing on, because what we focus on is what you need to get to work today. That's what we focus on. What you need to get to work today. Now, what we do, briefly, all right, what we do is this. Once our program is designed in a certain way, we teach you theory before we go into the hands-on experience, all right? Cheesy, JCC, it is true, my cousin is a testimony. Please tell me about your cousin's testimony, please, so that I can share it here. All right, who is your cousin? What happened to them? So that we can share it here. Okay, now, I'll tell you something. If you have a question, please use the question button so that I don't miss the questions when I start answering questions. All right, please. All right. So this is what we do. Yeah. Well, our program is a 5 months program. 5 months. New theory. You would learn project management, Prince 2 methodology, which is very, very important for UK and European countries. You would learn project management, PMP. All right. PMP is very important for those of you interested in North America, South America. So you Agile Scrum. So you are looking at project management, business analysis, and other associated roles. So our training will enable you to get a project management job, a BA job, product management job, product owner role, IT business analyst, IT project management, Scrum Master. All these roles you can secure with our training. In the first 2 months, teach you theory only. You go to classes, Saturday classes. Each class is about 3.5 hours on Saturdays. The next session starts on the 4th of February. Which is this Saturday. That's when our next session starts. That session is probably going to get fully booked in the next 2 days. Definitely. I'm not saying this so that you can jump and come and join. If you don't want, you don't have to come. No problem. All our sessions are always getting fully booked. Believe me, I would not tell you anything to try and sell you, oh, come now. If you don't come now, you will not get it. No, I'm not doing that. No. If I tell you it's going to get fully booked in the next couple of days, it's most likely going to get fully booked in the next couple of days. That's the truth. Okay. Now, for the first 2 months, you learn the theory. After that, that's your foundation. All right. And then you now have 3 months where you now work with your team to deliver a project from start to end. All right. Now, this project you're delivering from start to end, you now have to work with a team of about 10 people or so. You guys will be a project team, project manager, BA, Scrum, developer, software tester, all of you will come together. You'll be given one of our projects to deliver, and you'll also be given a program manager who is one of our staff who will guide you guys. But you guys will be the one to do the entire job from start to finish. We are not going to do the work for you. You have to do the job yourself so that you can gain the hands-on experience. My brothers, my sisters, experience gives you confidence. Confidence comes from knowing. The more you do, the more you are confident, the more you know. That's what confidence does for you. That's what knowledge, does for you. It gives you confidence. You must get on that hands-on work experience so that you can gain the confidence you need. Because once you've done it before, you will be confident. I have done this before now. Oh, I've done it before. That's what you need. This is the secret to getting a job. Oh. That confidence that comes from knowledge. So for the 3 months, you will start delivering a project from the beginning when it's just an idea on paper. You continue to the end when it's a physical product that the client can use. Once you have finished all of this, we will now help you upgrade your CV, which means we will take the skill set you've learned, work with you to put that skill set on your CV. Once you have that on your CV now looks good. Or work on your entire CV. Then you now start applying for work. As you have to apply yourself, we're not applying for you. As you apply for work, you see different job roles, you can tweak your CV here and there, you apply, you get more, you see more insight, you tweak your CV here and there. And then once you get calls from a recruiter, say, oh, we want to invite you for an interview. Okay, no problem. We invite you for that. They invite you for interview. You call us. Say, look, Almond, I'm going for an interview. Please, can somebody prepare me for it? We'll tell you no problem. You give us the job specification. You give us your CV. We'll have a meeting with you. All right. We'll train you. Say, look at what they are looking for. This is where you should focus on. O2K_Johnson. Thank you so much for tagging people. Thank you for tagging. Please, if you know anyone that needs to join us, please tag them so they can join. Thank you. All right. Then we will tell you, look at where to focus on. This is what this role is about. We'll train you, prepare you for that interview. Then you go off and then you take the interview. Once you do that interview, okay, and you secure the job, fantastic. The company will now say, we need reference from the last place that you have worked as a project manager or a business analyst. They need to reference you that what you're telling us is true. All right. Chukzi_Chudi, thank you for tagging someone. Peculiar, thank you for tagging. Peculiar.osasu, thank you. MX Global, thank you also for tagging. Thank you so much, guys. All right. Pretty Peace 3, thank you so much for tagging. F8 Oflife, I think. Thank you again for tagging. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. All right. So you would now would now tell us, oh, we need reference. They would email the HR. All right, and the HR would now go through our system. Say, oh, this person actually worked on this project and on that project. Fantastic, no problem. They will provide those references on your behalf, and that's it. You are starting a new job. Seriously, we have Laba_NG. Thank you for tagging. Jeremy, thank you. Louis Grant Day Concept, thank you. Mufola, thank you. Tune_Edun, thank you. Oluwadunsi_ Nathan, thank you so much, for tagging these guys. Ayotunde.Abiodun, thank you. All right. Now, call me _Namdi, thank you so much for tagging. All right. So now you start a new job. We have this Telegram group, but it's not for everybody. It's only for those who are Almond Careers candidates who have finished their first 8 weeks training. We end up adding them to the Telegram group to continue that support from there. They can stay there forever and we get to support each other in that group. We have people who post stories. Oh, I just got a job. All right. A lot of people do that. All right. So this is, and they post on that platform. Sometimes when I look at the number of people that we are doing references for in a week, I'm shocked. All these people are getting jobs. I'm surprised. You know, because it's working. Even it surprises me the number of people that get in. But many of them don't talk. Oh. Many of them don't do testimonials or things like that, which is a bit sad because we would have preferred that a lot of people do these things so that other people can be encouraged, but they don't. But we can't force anybody to do what they don't want to do. But when I see the number of people that we deal with in terms of referencing, I'm like, so all these people are all getting in. I'm shocked, but it is possible. Very possible. Guys, it's very possible. I promise you. This thing you are doing, it is for your own. No, it's you. You are investing in yourself. You're not doing this for anybody else. You are investing in yourself. It's yourself. Guys, no joke. No joke. You need to give yourself the best opportunity that you can give yourself. If you upskill as an IT business analyst or a project manager, the world is your oyster. You can literally get a job in any country. Many of them are looking today, looking for project managers, looking for BAs everywhere because they have new projects coming up and you don't have, you have new projects coming up and you don't have enough people to help them deal with them. You don't have the skilled people. People say they have the skill set, but they don't. They don't. That's where the value is. If you train yourself in this area, I promise you, you will not run out of work to do. What I'm telling you is for you. It's for you. I've gone to companies and I've seen people making £500 a day, £600 a day, £650, £700, £1,000 a day. They are project managers, they don't have two heads. When I was offered £70,000 by Tesco years ago, close to 9 years ago, £70,000 salary from Tesco. Somebody told me that it took him 10 years of his career to get £70,000. It only took me about 2 years to get that kind of salary. 2 years, although I turned it down though. Told them I don't want. In the UK, they said to me, come on, that they will give me allowance of this, they'll give me this. I said, I don't want. I didn't want to work permanent for any of them. Yes. The opportunities are there. I promise you, they are there. You just need to be able to get the skill set, get the experience, and get in there. You need to make a decision. Procrastination will help you. Some people have been following for 2 years, 3 years, they have not done anything. For you to see, if you join today, before you can get a job, it will be around June, July, because the program is 5 months. It's 5 months. We have a lot of candidates who joined us when they went to the UK and started their masters. Before they even did their final year, before they started their final year thesis, their thesis, they've already secured sponsorship jobs. Many. Some people are in the UK doing care work, going up and down. They don't like it too, but they're doing it. Some people are doing security work. They don't like it too, but they're doing it. I'm not saying care work is bad. I'm not saying security work. People need to do those things. But if it's not you, it's not you. If it's not you, it's not you. It's not you. I know people who have gone to the UK to study, took their spouse with them. That one is doing retail work, making £10 per hour. Is that what you went there to go and do? £10 per hour. Is that what you went there to go and do? You went there to go and be thinking, oh, you are going up and down. No proper job, no nothing. People are getting it there, getting up there. And you don't have any. And you're looking around. We have candidates who have secured jobs in the UK, in America, from Nigeria. And they said to themselves, 6 months ago, I didn't believe I would be here in this country. They said it. I didn't believe I would be here. 6 months ago, if somebody has told me that I'll be in the UK now working, I'll say it's a lie. Because they never saw it. There's one guy that said, I never saw it in my future. He said, I never saw it in my future that I'll be in the UK working as a business analyst. He said he never saw it in his future. He said he never did, but today it's reality. It can be reality for all of you. Your master's degree, leave it. It is good though, but that is not what to secure you a job. I tell you the truth, I lie not. Because experience is the only thing that matters. Experience. I'm telling you the truth. No, my mouth is not bad. My mouth is good. My mouth is good. It's not bad. But it's just the truth. I've seen people go around in circles and it hurts me. No joke. It hurts me as if it were me. It pains me because you don't have to. The roles, there are not people in those roles. They are not. They are people. See, will the UK put business analysis on the occupational shortage list if they have enough in the country? They won't. They won't now. They don't have enough. So how are you now suffering in one place when there's an opportunity somewhere else? Why? See, my brothers, my sisters, I tell you the truth, I lie not. The opportunities are out there. And I want you to get them because you can get them. You can get them. I keep saying this thing. I keep hitting it hard. It doesn't matter how long you have on your visa. If you are a student and your visa is about to run out, there are some people who they've gone to school to study in the UK. They've gotten that their 2 years post-study work visa, and they have just used it to do nonsense work. Now it's now running out, and they don't know what to do next. I feel for those people. This is why I keep telling you to recommend Almond. You never know who is on the verge of making a bad decision, who is on the verge of not knowing what to do. You never know who you can say, do this. And when they come, we turn their lives forever. You never know. That's why I want you to recommend. Recommend. Because once you recommend, you don't know whose life you will change. Some people now tell us, I wish I met you guys a year ago. My visa is now remaining two months to run out. It's remaining 3 months to run out. What do I do? I have no choice. Just start. You just have to start. Start. That's all. Just start. Let me answer some questions. Some people have asked a lot of questions. I'm going to start answering these questions now. It's not the easiest thing to do. I have about 3 different channels that I'm streaming on. In UK, the companies provide the sponsorship for the candidates who have experience like 4 years, 5 years. Is 5 months course experience? Can you get a sponsorship job? In course, can you provide? I'm not understanding what he's writing, but I will try. I think I get the point. Can you provide us 3 years of work experience certificate alongside the CV? No. So the thing here is this. If you have a question, please leave that. This thing. Can you secure a sponsorship job from Nigeria? Yes, we have a lot of candidates who've done that. Now look at the way we work on your CV. Once you finish our program, it's a 5 months program. We cannot lie on your CV and say you have worked with us for 2 years, 3 years. No, we can't do that. You don't even need that. I tell you the truth, you don't need that. What we will do is the experience you have with us goes onto your CV. So currently you are now a project manager or BA. Now what we now need to do is we'll look at everything else you've done in the past. We'll help you rework it so that it will show that your experience is not only with us but has existed long before us. Why? There are certain things like stakeholder management, which just means working with people. But it's called stakeholder management, a project management or BA language. For example, risk management, issues management. You might not, even if you work in care, this gentleman, I think you said you work in care. There's something you call an incident log, incident report, or incident log. This is effectively issues log. So we translate everything else you have done in the past. When they look at your CV, once they keep hearing these project management terminologies, over the last 3, 4, 5 years on your CV, it is easy for anybody to believe that you have that length of experience. It's not difficult to do. But we just cannot bloat what you've done with us. We can't do that. But I promise you, if it has been working for the past 10 years, 11 years to work for you, once we finish handling your CV, we don't have to lie, but it will work for you. All right? Let's see. When is the next session starting? How much is the program? So next session starts this Saturday on the 4th of February. £599. That's the cost of the program. £599 is the cost, and start this Saturday. This Saturday by 1:30 p.m. UK time. All right. Let me know what the program entails. So I've talked about that already during this live. So you can just go back and watch it, or you can send us a DM after the live and we'll respond. Can a 16-year-old take the course, or is it only for graduates? Ugh, that's a bit of a problem. No, we rather you have some kind of a higher education degree. Now, if it's somebody who hasn't gone to uni wants to take the course, it's very possible. All right, they will just have to. It's just that you can get a job maybe as a PMO, project admin, something like that. It's possible, but really, it's designed for individuals who have at least gone to have a higher education degree. However, somebody who does not have a degree can still take the course. If you're in the UK, it's easier to get a job even if you don't have a degree. You can still get a job. Doesn't matter. If you're in Nigeria, the person needs to get a degree. All right. Okay, how much is the program? I've answered this question already. All right, 599 for those of you in the EU. It's 599 everywhere. All right. However, for those in Nigeria, because they cannot get hold of pounds, all right, so we allow them to pay in naira, which is 472,000. We allow them to pay in naira because they can't get hold of pounds if they're in Nigeria. Can I enroll for the course with you that covers business analysis and project management, or do I have to pay for each individually? No, you do not. Once you have registered for anyone, once you register for the program, you'll be trained on both project management and business analysis. You will get both trainings. For the first 8 weeks, you get both. Now, you now need to choose where you want to specialize in as you go into the 3 months work experience. You now choose where you want to focus on. So for now, you don't have to bother about which one to go for. You don't even have to decide now. You can decide later. I'm highly interested in project management, currently doing my master's degree in University of Derby. Fantastic, that's fine. What I would advise you, Busayo_19, start our program now. Start now. Start now. We have candidates who started early, and before they even started writing their thesis, they secured sponsorship jobs already. You cannot risk it. Don't risk it. Don't wait until you finish. If you wait until you finish, you pay so much for your post-study work visa. All right. And apart from that, also, you would now be using your post-study work visa to be looking for a job. When you can get a sponsorship job before that time, very possible. All right. But again, it's your decision. It's up to you. Difference between project management and BA. I think I talked about that last week. All right. And we don't have a lot of time to delve into that now. But one of my lives have talked about that. Please search my lives. You will find that difference. But again, as mentioned, when you start the program, you do not really need to, you don't need to decide which one to go for. You will be trained as both. So you would know what you need to know about management. You would know what you need to know about business analysis. For the first 8 weeks, 2 months, you'll be trained on both. All right. Then after that, you can now get into your 3 months work experience where you specialize on one of them. You can pay in installments. For those of you who have been asking about installmental payment, you can pay half to start, register and start, and then the balance needs to be paid in 4 weeks. Next session starts on the 4th of February, which is this Saturday. DA training, we're not sure yet. Just hit a bit of snag, but we will start. For those already in the UK, is the course online, on site? How much is it? All our sessions run remotely because each session somebody has joined from Canada, somebody is joining from the US, somebody is joining from Europe, somebody is joining from Nigeria, somebody is joining from the United Arab Emirates. People join our training from everywhere in the world. So all sessions are remote. They are remote sessions. But if I say remote, it's not where you go and do self-study. You're not going to be reading or doing something. No, remote training is where you have a trainer right there with you, training you right there. All right. The trainer is training you right there. You are communicating with them, asking questions. It's a very interactive question. All right. So everything is done remotely. Very interactive session. It's not where we give you videos to go and watch and go and do self-study and come back and come and no. The sessions are all live classes. All the sessions, all Saturday sessions, all weekdays. Any session you will do with us must have a trainer there to train you, and you can ask questions and get feedback in real time. Okay? So everything is done remotely. So he wants to switch from healthcare visa to BA. You can do that, but you need to get the skill set first. You know, a lot of people want to get a job in a field. Oh, can you give me a job in this? You can't get a job in that field if you don't have experience in that field. You can't. Once we give you experience and you have that experience, you can get a job in the field. Definitely. Once you get that job, that company will provide documents for you to get your visa. All right. We run a new session every first Saturday and third Saturday of every month. We are available on WhatsApp. For those of you who want our WhatsApp number, you will find that on our page. We have our WhatsApp number on our page. If you look at any of our flyers, you will see our WhatsApp numbers on the flyers also. and you can chat us directly on WhatsApp. Please, how do we 9 to 5 guys cope with the hands-on experience? All right, so we don't stress you. You even if you have almost 95% of those on our program are either fully employed or studying full time. Our program happens weekends and in the evenings. All right, it happens weekend and in the evenings. So during the work experience, what you get is you and your team working a lot of the times in the evenings, okay, and over the weekend. So that would not disturb you. It won't disturb your 9 to 5 job at all. You don't have to quit, please. Sometimes we have a 1 hour session in the evening, 7:30 to 8:30, or 8:30 to 9:30. Saturday sessions for the one starting on the 4th of February. That session would start by 1:30 p.m. U time and run for 3.5 hours. All right. How does okay? I've answered this question already. This is 9 to 5 one. Can I get project management with your company? Is there a fee for this? Of course, this is what we're talking about all this while. So it's a 5 months program, yes, and we can train you to be a project manager. £599. That's the fee anywhere you are in the world. But for those who are in Nigeria who can get access to pounds or dollars, we can allow you pay in naira 472,000. Uh, we start a new session every first Saturday of every month or third Saturday of every month. So you can jump in at that time. Duration. Hi Henry, thank you for teaching us weekly. Is BA a core mathematics skill? No, you don't need to do any calculation as a business analyst, please. All right, you do not. You do not need. There's no calculation. You don't need to. You can study English. You can study literature. You can study, Yoruba linguistics. It doesn't matter what degree you studied. You can still do project management or BA. It doesn't require calculation. Doesn't require any of those things. It's not that technical. Anybody can do it. What oils do you use for your? I don't understand. Do you mean maybe what tools? Maybe tools we use for project. We use a lot of tools. There's a lot of project planning, project delivery tools that we use. Yeah, okay, that's what tools. Yes, so a lot of project delivery tools we use. Send us a DM. We'll send you a list of all of them. All right, so the tools don't even matter, Seth, because to be honest with you, once you get into an employment, okay, you don't even know the companies can be using different tools from even the one you learned. Those tools don't really matter. I promise you, they don't really matter. But we have a lot of tools you're going to use to learn because you're going to be working on the project for real with us. So definitely, you have to use some tools to do that. So Azure DevOps, Trello, Figma, plenty, Jira, MS Project, Visio, a lot of tools you're going to use a lot. I'm a student and part-time job is mostly weekends. How do I cope with the weekend session? No choice. Something has to give. The weekend sessions are only for 8 Saturdays and there's only 3.5 hours per Saturday. Something has to give. Please, the thing is, you can sacrifice today to get the main thing tomorrow. That's the only advice I can give you. I can't tell you to quit your job. So we don't focus on qualifications or exam writing. No, we don't. We focus on hands-on work experience. What you learn from us might help you write some exams and pass them, but we don't focus on that area. Hello, I was referred here by my brother and I would like to venture in something new. Can the certificate be used in any part of Europe? You can use what we teach you in any country of the world. Almond Career is an affiliate of APM in the UK, which is the Association of Project Management in the UK, the highest project management body in the UK. We are an affiliate with them. Our certificates will carry their logo, but we don't focus on certification, please. Our focus is hands-on experience. It is the experience you need to get a job, not certification, and that is where we focus on. Can one pay 3 times? Hardly. We do 2 installments. That's really what we do, and the fee is so discounted. It's so discounted. It will be difficult for us to say, come, pay 3 times. So half register and start, the other half in 4 weeks time. Would we be guided all through the experience as well? Of course, now. We're not going to just leave you to yourself. You're working on a project that belongs to us, that we are responsible for. You have a program manager who is guiding you on that project. Uh-uh. Why are we going to just leave you to do whatever you want? Of course not. We have to be there, continue to work with you to make sure that you get it right and you learn it. And let me tell you something, if we leave you during the work experience, if you don't succeed, you will now be angry with us, and we don't want it. It is in our best interest to help you, to support you, so that you'll be happy with us, and then you will now go and tell people about us so that they too can come. So rest assured, there are 44 people that Almond pays salary every month. 44. All dedicated towards helping you succeed. All of them. It's not a one-man show. It's not only Henry doing this and that. No. 44 people across the board. And every month we pay salary. 44. All of them designed to support you. So please tell me, how are we now going to abandon you halfway when it is in our best interest that you succeed? No, they were not cut out like that. Which certification covers Agile Scrum, Scrum Master? Does the BA cover the project management? Our training covers all of this. All of it. Scrum Master, BA, project management, it covers all of it. All of it. Yes. Are the projects real life projects? Yes, they are. You're working on real projects. They're not just assignments or homework. No. All right. Weekends or weekdays, when does the project occur? I mean, the 3 months work experience. That is very flexible. It's not fixed. The time is flexible. You and your team can negotiate times. All right. You can negotiate times. So let's meet this evening. Let's meet tomorrow evening. Let's have a meeting on Thursday evening by 6. Let's have a meeting on Friday evening by 8. You guys know it's very, very flexible. But you have 3 months to finish the project, and you have what you must deliver every week to be able to meet 3 months delivery. So you need to follow that process. When is next cohort after 4th of February? I know you said it's not being certification, but we'll be giving certificates. You will be giving certificates, yes. And as I've mentioned, we start a new session every first Saturday and third Saturday of every month. All right. What tools will you be working with? I've already answered this question already. I've answered this question already also about class times. What if I miss some classes on Saturdays? If you miss a session on Saturday, you can now get the recording for that session. All right. You can't take it again. You can't join another class because all the sessions are usually fully booked. Normally, we used to say, if you miss a class, we'll tell you when the class is happening again so you can join. But we can't do that anymore because the classes are all fully booked all the time. So if you miss a session, we can send you a recording of that session so that you can listen to the recording and then follow up from there. And make sure you don't miss the next one. That's the best we can do. All right. Do I have to pay for work experience before I get my hands on project after training? Oh, no. We don't charge for work experience. We don't. No. We don't charge for work experience. No. Our program, we charge for the training, which is a one-time fee. It includes everything. Even your CV that will help you prepare, we don't even charge for it. If you have an interview and prepare for interview, we don't charge for any of that. There's no hidden charges, no nothing. Once you have paid your fees, you have paid your fees. We handle everything else. And that's the truth. Yes. There's no deception here. I don't have time. It's not your $5.99 that will make me rich. I need to ensure that you trust us. You trust what we tell you. So I cannot deceive any one of you. Because if I deceive you and you don't trust us, then we have lost it. And I cannot risk it for one person. No. So please, we don't have any hidden fees. Once you pay, you've paid. Nobody will charge you anything else again. And you don't pay to any account that is not Almond. Almond Careers or Almond Media. These are the two accounts you most likely pay into. So there's nothing we don't charge anything by the side. Yeah. Just so you know. All right. So anyway, guys, thank you so very much for joining. Thank you. And if you have any more questions, please send us a DM. We'll be very happy to answer these questions for you. Do not procrastinate. Please, do not procrastinate. If you have any questions, send us a DM. We'll answer the questions and we'll continue to work with you from now till you secure a job. I promise you, you will not regret working with us. I promise. Have a wonderful, wonderful time, everybody. Next session starts this Saturday on the 4th of February. Join us, and I promise you, you will not regret it. And guys, thank you also for those of you who have been recommending us people. Please don't stop recommending us. Friends, cousins, relatives, there are a lot of people around you who you know would need to do this. Please recommend Almond so that we can work with them, help them succeed. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye bye.